St. Kitts and Nevis health administrations are expanding storage capacity for the arrival of vaccines via the COVAX facility. Health officials confirmed that 21,600 doses of the AstraZeneca Oxford vaccine will arrive in the Federation before the end of February. This amount will be used to vaccinate 20% of the population. Speaking at the 17th February NEOC COVID-19 briefing, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Hazel Laws spoke on the plan for distribution.
In St. Kitts and Nevis, we are presently improving and expanding our storage capacity for vaccines at the central medical stores at the JNF General Hospital and at Alexandra Hospital. And so these would be our principal storage points, but then vaccines will also be transferred to the Poxon Hospital and Mary Child's Hospital, where we have generators. And then on the vaccination days, vaccines will be transferred from these storage points to the point of service delivery, where are the vaccination sites. So in essence, the health centers are the designated vaccination sites. So yes, in St. Kitts, 11 health centers, Nevis 6 health centers. These health centers will be deemed our vaccination sites. So at present, the Ministry of Health, we are ascertaining our state of readiness for the rollout of the COVID-19 vaccine. And so each health center is tasked with ensuring that they have adequate supply of, syringes, needles, alcohol swabs, etc. Everything that would be required to administer this vaccine safely to our people.
The Chief Medical Officer said community health nurses are undergoing training with technical support from the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO. Glenn Barth, Skn Newsline.
The IT security breach at the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank recently has highlighted the importance of cybersecurity for businesses and corporations in St. Kitts and Nevis, both public and private. The bank reported on Friday that due to an IT security incident, it had to take its system offline, triggering lengthy service delays in bank branches across the Federation. There has been much speculation about what actually happened. The bank explained in a press release on Tuesday that the following services were restored: ATMs, point of sale, telephone, debit card services, and emails. It said it is important to note that the credit card services were not affected by the incident and continue to remain fully operational. The bank said it is executing a plan alongside its partners to ensure that its services are back online as soon as possible. This is progressing as an absolute priority, and we are working diligently to make sure that our customers are able to access all of our services. We'd like to sincerely apologize again for the inconvenience caused and appreciate your patience as we work to restore all our systems, the release added. Nevertheless, the incident has brought to light the importance of cybersecurity as outlined by IT expert Inoite Inanga in an invited comment to Skn Newsline.
What attacks can businesses suffer? They're virus attacks. So there are different types of attacks, by the way. There are malicious attacks that are targeted to make sure your business cannot operate. There are attacks that try to extort money from your business, either by virtue of directly stealing or putting you in a position where you have to pay your bill held at ransom. That's commonly known as ransomware. A lot of these, to be very honest, most businesses are most susceptible to the weakest link. You can have the best firewalls, the best policies, the best equipment. But if your users are not educated on best practices, and if you're not enforcing those policies, then you will be at risk.
Mr. Inanga said he does not believe cybersecurity is taken seriously in St. Kitts and Nevis and believes there are several cost-effective methods that can be applied to achieve even the basic protection.
Typical top IT or top businesses that take this stuff seriously have a security incident response team that's dedicated to security incidents response. That's it. That's all they're supposed to do. Some of them have an audit team. All they're supposed to do is go back and make sure that the policies that were set in place are being adhered to. People hate those people, like the workers, employees. But that's it. That's the level of attention to detail it would take to protect your businesses. Over here, I can tell you that I don't think that's the case. The IT guy normally is a jack of all trades, who's dealing with running cables, fixing computers, printers, and all that kind of stuff. And it's just, there's not enough time to dedicate towards just reading logs, checking to see who's knocking on your network, to see what they're trying to do.
Skn Newsline will continue to monitor this developing story. Andre Huey, Skn Newsline.
The new road at Old Road Bay will soon have its asphalt surface laid as the project creeps toward completion. According to the Minister of Infrastructure, Deputy Prime Minister Sean Richards, the road is now at a stage where asphalting on the top of the concrete base will take place. But he explained that the project had suffered delays for various reasons.
With regards to the opening of the Old Road Bay Road, that project is indeed behind in terms of the time when it was scheduled to be completed. There are various factors which are responsible for that. For example, you had COVID-19, which would have caused some delays. You have the fact that we have experienced some difficulties in mining for some of the 10-ton rocks, which are needed to be placed over on the seaside of the road. I spoke to the contractor very recently, and he said to me that in terms of those 10-ton rocks, he is being able to mine for more of those, and so he is now in the process of taking more of the 10-ton rocks to the Old Road Bay site. The road has also reached a phase in terms of now being ready for the asphalt to be placed on the concrete. About 2 weeks ago, some persons would have recognized that you had some asphalt being laid as you enter from the Spratnet end on the Old Road itself. That was being done as a test in terms of the mix of the asphalt that is necessary for the Old Road Bay Road.
According to Minister Richards, the use of the asphalt plant for two major projects also resulted in substantial delays in the timeline of the Old Road Bay development project. Glenn Bart, Skn Newsline.
February is Black History Month. Each day on our newscast, Skn Newsline will be highlighting Black iconic Caribbean people who have made a valuable contribution to our societies. Bronte Agatha Welsh was born in Challengers Village on the 31st of December 1918. For about 3 years, she engaged in private teaching, but her true love was nursing. She was able to enter the profession at the age of 19. In 1954, Welsh obtained a British Commonwealth Scholarship funded by the British Red Cross to study at the Queen's Institute of District Nursing. On her return to St. Kitts, she was appointed Supervisor of Public Health Nursing, and in 1957 she became the first local nurse to hold the position of Superintendent of Public Health Nursing. Welsh was instrumental in negotiating a pension for midwives in lifting the restrictions that deprived married women from obtaining training overseas. She retired from government service in 1971. She remained a lively conversationalist and gladly shared her recollections about her profession with friends and relatives. Finally, she put it on paper in the form of a booklet entitled Nursing, a Calling or a Career. The proceeds from this little publication went to assist the Society for the Handicapped in the purchase of a van for transporting the physically challenged. Bronte Welsh died in August 1997. The Bronte Welsh Primary School was named in her honor.
Cornwall has broken into the top 50 in the International Cricket Council Test bowling rankings for the first time. The leap followed the Antiguans' 9-wicket haul in the second test against Bangladesh in Dhaka. The Caribbean Media Corporation reports that the 28-year-old jumped 16 spots to 49th. Cornwall joined fellow West Indians Jason Holder, Kemar Roach, Shannon Gabriel and Roston Chase in the top 50. Fast bowlers Holder, Roach and Gabriel are 11th, 15th and 19th respectively, while off-spinner Chase is at number 37. Cornwall, with only 5 tests to his name, was the Caribbean side's leading bowler in the 2-test series, finishing with 14 wickets at an average of 26. Teammate and left-arm spinner Jomil Warrican, who grabbed 10 victims, is 59th after gaining 3 places. In the batting charts, man of the series in Bangladesh, Nkrumah Bonner, rose 6 spots to 63rd. Strides too by wicketkeeper batsman Joshua De Silva, who climbed into the top 100 by leaping 33 places. New Zealander Kane Williamson continues to lead the batting, while Australian speedster Pat Cummins heads the bowling charts. Jack Matthew, ABS Sports.
The Skn Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
For 2021, Smart Electronics is giving you the best deals you can ever imagine. From January 1st until April 30th, you will get the best deals in the entire federation. Plus, that's not all. Get extra special deals on Valentine's Day on all items store-wide, such as cell phones, 85 inches smart TVs, laptops, washing machines, refrigerators, AC units, small appliances, and much more. Visit us. We're located at Port Zante, opposite the food court, or call us at 466-4271. This promotion is valid until April 30th. Terms and conditions apply.
Caribana on Liverpool Row is your anything you want store in St. Kitts. They have a wide variety of just about everything. Ladies and men's clothing, shoes, children's clothing, toys, housewares of all kinds, small appliances like clothes heaters, microwaves, electric kettles, and more, cosmetics, perfumes, cosmetic jewelry, and much, much more. Their prices are unbeatable, and customer service is second to none. Shop at Caribana on Liverpool Row, Bastair. Call 465-1745. At Caribana, find value supplies at great prices.
I feel good.
Come to Vibes Beach Bar and Grill at the Frigate Bay Strip, your place for the best selection of local dishes. Join us for lunch. Mahi-mahi, barbecue ribs, fresh caught snapper, salmon, lobster, and our world-famous Vibes wings at economically sound prices. Dinner is served from the deck or the golden sands of the Frigate Bay Beach. Join us for birthdays, business meetings, or just for fun in a family-friendly environment. Open daily from 11 a.m. Vibes Beach Bar and Grill. Great food, hospitality, entertainment, and good vibes. Call 465-8423 for reservations and inquiries.
I feel good.
Jam COVID-19 app, the mandatory COVID application that was downloaded by over 500,000 people on their smart devices in order to travel to Jamaica since the virus outbreak, has been breached. The application had signatures of thousands of applicants, along with their travel document information and the location of the person. All aspects to help the ministry track COVID were accessible to the public for an unknown amount of time. The nation continues to react to this latest development. Opposition spokesperson of technology, Hugh Graham, says though the intention of the breach is unknown, people need to know what happened to their data.
When you're promoting data security, which is, I think, is the biggest question or the number one question in NIDS, then to have this situation to say, well, there's a data breach, then that totally compromises the position of NIDS.
Ministry of National Security was contacted. They informed the news team that a joint statement will be released on February 18. Opposition spokesperson on finance, Julian Robinson, says not only is the government inadequate in the information they have released concerning this serious breach, he is also disappointed.
From what I've heard, is not sophisticated hacking. It is almost the equivalent of a bank leaving its vault door open and allowing somebody to walk in and take out the money. That's what it seems to me from the report that was made.
With this data breach, will Jamaicans have less confidence in the national identification system that is now in the pipeline, moving closer to being implemented?
The truth is, you can put in as much technological protection as you want, but at the end of the day, one, protections become outmoded and outdated, and two, they're always pushing the edge.
Paige Dixon, CVM Live.
Opposition leader of SLP, Philip J. Pierre, has decided to sit out and allow those most at risk to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. Nurses, doctors, police and fire officers took the first shot of the AstraZeneca vaccines on Wednesday. Pierre was invited to be among the first persons to be inoculated. However, he says he will take the shot with the rest of the citizens.
I really want to tell all solutions that the science has shown that the vaccine is effective, and I would like them to take the vaccine for their well-being, for the well-being of themselves and their family. As it relates to me, I was invited to take the vaccine, but I chose to allow the frontline workers, the people who are directly involved, and then when the government has a vaccination plan for the country, I will get involved. I will take the vaccine. But I really want to urge solutions to follow the protocols, and the vaccine has been scientifically verified. I think they should take it also. I want to encourage them to take it.
Reports indicate that people living in poor countries are set to miss out on the vaccines as richer countries hoard doses. Pierre hopes there is fair access to the vaccines for all and politics will not play a part in the immunization drive.
So I have no issues with the vaccination. As I said before, and I'll say it again, I hope it's equitable in the distribution, and it's a public health matter. It's a matter that all solutions should get involved in. There should be absolutely no political capital to be gained, and that is why I hope that the distribution is done equitably.
The opposition leader expressed gratitude to neighboring islands which have donated thousands of doses of COVID-19 vaccines.
I want to thank the governments of Barbados and Dominica, because Barbados and Dominica were ahead of us as far as that's concerned. I think we have 3,000 doses. I hope that we get some more. The aim is that we should be able to get 70% of the population vaccinated in the shortest possible time. Our party has always advocated a vaccination program. In fact, in my 7-point plan, I made a point that vaccination should be part of our fight against COVID-19.
Apart from frontline workers, persons over 65 years and older and people living with chronic conditions will be targeted in the first phase of the island's immunization program. People of medium risk, including international agencies personnel, caregivers, and persons with non-communicable diseases will take the shot in the second phase. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.
Pushing reset on the past 4 years, U.S. President Joe Biden addressed 2 global conferences with world leaders on Friday, but delivered one clear message: forget the America First policies of his predecessor.
America is back. The transatlantic alliance is back. I know the past few years have strained and tested our transatlantic relationship, but the United States is determined to re-engage with Europe.
Biden made clear he believes solutions to global threats must be collaborative. During the virtual gathering of the G7 and later the Munich Security Conference, leaders conferred about shared threats posed by China, Iran, and Russia.
It is very important that we develop a common transatlantic Russia agenda, which on the one hand makes cooperative offers, but on the other hand clearly identifies differences. And I can only agree with the American president on the question of what makes a strong European Union. Unfortunately, Russia is not working on this at the moment.
On the issue of climate change, Biden underscored he believes the planet faces an existential threat. Even as the United States has officially rejoined the Paris Climate Accord, Envoy John Kerry apologized for precious time lost and pledged the United States will do all it can to meet emission reduction targets. He urged others to do the same.
What we do or don't do in the coming months and years will make all the difference.
But Biden says the most imminent global threat is the COVID pandemic. The United States has pledged an initial $2 billion in funding for vaccinations for developing nations. French President Macron pushed back, saying what's needed isn't money, but an immediate vaccine supply. Many critics believe developing nations are being overlooked when it comes to vaccine distribution.
Si nous savons faire ça, alors l'Ouest.
If we announce billions today to supply doses in 6 months, 8 months, or 1 year, our friends in Africa will be under justified pressure from their people to buy doses from the Chinese, Russians, or directly from other laboratories. Then the West's strength of Europeans or Americans will be a concept and not a reality.
As Biden repudiated the nationalist approach of his predecessor, Donald Trump, he acknowledged challenges to preserve democracy remain both inside and outside the United States.
Democracy doesn't happen by accident. We have to defend it, fight for it, strengthen it, renew it. We have to prove that our model isn't a relic of history. It's the single best way to revitalize the promise of our future.
The global conferences were an opportunity for President Biden to lay out his foreign policy agenda and chart a new course with European leaders, while reassuring them that the era of Trump-style diplomacy has ended. Kimberly Helkett, Al Jazeera, Washington.
A sight the anti-coup protest movement never wanted to see, the death of a protester. Mia Dua Dua Kine had just turned 20 when she was shot in the head as police dispersed a crowd of protesters in the capital Naypyidaw. Doctors say it was a live bullet. She had been on life support since she was taken to hospital on February 9th.
I want to encourage all the citizens to join the protests until we can get rid of the system.
In central Yangon, security forces extended an area blocked off by barricades. Protesters have gathered in the district around Sule Pagoda nearly every day since the rally started more than 2 weeks ago. It's the site of some of the largest gatherings. Elsewhere in Yangon, a group from the LGBTQ movement marched against the coup. They're concerned progress for their community could be erased.
We don't want to go back to a time when our voices are suppressed again. We don't want to go back to the previous age where the military governs. So we are gathering here to protest to the end.
More members of the junta are to face sanctions from Britain. 3 from the Defense and Interior Ministries will be added to the 16 already sanctioned for human rights violations before the coup. Assets will be frozen and travel restricted. Canada will also impose sanctions.
This is unacceptable behaviour, that the coup must be resisted, that we must find a way back to democracy, and that those who perpetrate violations of human rights abuses, as we've seen in Myanmar, must be held to account.
In the ancient city of Bagan, protesters tap what they believe is the supernatural to counter the military junta. They performed a ceremony to put a curse on the coup leader, General Min Aung Hlaing. The temple has been associated with national leaders for centuries. The general had visited it just last year to seek divine blessing. Scott Heidler, Al Jazeera.
Stay abreast with news on St. Martin with SMN News. Visit www.smn-news.com for up-to-date news, scoops, opinions, and hard-hitting facts. SMN News, we tell it like it is. Visit our website www.smn-news.com.
For the finest in pastries and baked products, your only choice has to be Bryden's Bakery, located on Main Street, New Road, St. Peter's. They offer the best in breads, cakes, cheesecakes, cupcakes, cookies, and much more. Visit their cafe and savor breakfast sandwiches, coffee, espresso, and ice cream. Bryden's Bakery also specializes in a variety of healthy breads, cakes, cookies, pies, and pastries for all your special events. Call 667-1505. Opening hours 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Saturday and 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. on Sundays for Ice Cream Sundays. Bryden's Bakery, simply the best.
Banners, commercial signs, decal printing, canvas printing, license plates, posters. We at Multigraphics are dedicated to providing quality products and service to our customers. Our team takes pride in the craftsmanship and is passionate about its work. Every job, large or small, is important. Most of our customers come to us through referrals. That's because our number one priority is service. We serve a wide variety of customers, such as restaurants, retail stores, manufacturers, trucking companies, and many more. Our capabilities include design, production, and installation. How can we help? We are located at Bird Rock at the Woods Right compound. Call us at 869-763-1511 or 784-491-7599. Multigraphics.
On behalf of management and staff of Auto Plus, we want to wish you a Happy New Year and a prosperous 2021.
Located on the College Street Gut, Bastille, St. Kitts. Bring your car to Auto Plus Car Wash to remove water stains, wiper marks. Get your doors, roof panel cleaned, seat floor mats, buffing, headlights, and engine wash. You get quality service at the best price at Auto Plus Car Wash. They really care for your car. Call 765-5140 or visit them on the College Street Gut, Bastille, St. Kitts. Auto Plus Car Wash, where service is number one.